Hey, there they are. So I can let you soak this in, take a look around for a minute. Obviously it's a multi-part station. We've got, you see 4 contraptions here, 4 there, 4 there, and then at the very end we only have 2. So similar to last time, this will be an elimination type thing where only 2 people will have a chance to go basically head to head for immunity on this. This is back up for grabs. This
can I borrow it?
Will guarantee you a spot in the finals, because after this challenge the winner will pick one person to come with them, and the other 2 people we will disclose that information soon. These blocks are basically going to be like dominoes stacked up on these beams. Okay, you'll carry these dots by keeping your hands behind the tape, just like on the other challenges. This side is sanded, right? This side is kind of cruddy looking. It would behoove you to use the grippy sanded side, because you will be transporting your blocks from one end to the other. However many you need, however many you think you can handle, and you go past the cone down there. Anything that falls before the cone, you have to pick up and carry back and start over. Have all of them here. You will put one to start behind that, and you'll have a finishing one that will be here. The objective is to stack these in a way that when you knock them over, tink, 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 all the way down, this one falls off. Now it falls down and just lays here, it's got to completely off. You will solve a phrase here, okay?
Are these letters in here?
These are letters. At this point, if we have 2 clear, precise winners, those 2 will come over here and we will not jump into this one. This will be a pause and reset, because we're going to use the tables to put these blocks on. So you will start behind the line with the rope. You'll walk up. You will make sure that it's on the tape. See that tape, and then you're going to hold it, okay, as best you can. Come back, grab one, okay? The goal is just to get all of them on there. If it falls, this block or a block goes back to that corner as you reset, okay? Drop it down, run everything back, and then come back up, grab your rope, set this up, back up, and that's how that'll go. The whole purpose of this obviously is one person automatically gets themselves a seat at our final, okay? They will pick someone to come with them. The other 2 people will make fire.
Right.
Survivors ready? Let's go. Joel with a first stack, drops them all, he'll reset. Tara with a big stack. She's working her way down, making sure that she can get past that cone with the entire stack. Katie drops her stack, Joel drops his stack. Tara drops hers successfully all the way down. Santi now working his way down. He is past the cone, he's coming back for another set. Katie has regrouped, she's almost there with a few blocks. Joel now with a few blocks. He still has...
Nope.
Oh, he used his hands. You cannot use your hands. Those have to start over. Katie got hers. They're not all past the cone. It does not look like they're past the cone from my angle. I will double check.
You're outside of the tape. Okay.
Tara crushing through her. She's got a few left.
No vertical. What?
Just like this, folks. They have to be held like this. I'll do a check. Elbows out when you're doing this. Side by side with those.
One at a time, there.
Santi has all his here. Tara has all of her here.
One at a time, Tara.
Joelle working it.
Am I good?
Katie's are mostly good. I have two that look like they're not past this cone. Yes, I have two that are not past the cone here. She drops her stack. Katie going to be starting over with 4, and she still has to move 2 back to the beginning and bring those as well. Santi already constructing his dominoes. Tara constructing her dominoes. She has her first, her last, her middle. She's spacing them out. She wants to get to the next stage of this. Those are the 2, yes, you'll be bringing those. Great job. Joelle now bringing a few more. Tosses them over. He's got just a couple left. Santi spacing his out, trying to figure out if he has enough. Katie gets hers. She can now start. Joelle working on 3 more, and then he can start.
One at a time, Katie. One at a time.
One at a time. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for the help. Remember, our crew is all here to help. You can listen to them. They're not going to instruct you to do something you shouldn't. They're here for my help and yours. Remember, they have to be outside of those tape lines on the end. Remember that. 1 block on each side of that tape line. So the outside of this tape line is not covered here. It is not covered here.
Has to be covered.
It has to be past the tape line. Yes. Past the tape line, so this side of it. Correct. At both ends. Everyone else looks good. Katie looks good.
One hand.
One at a time. Tara has 1 more block to place. She's taking a look at her spacing, wondering if this is going to work. She's sizing it up, giving it a little bit of a tilt, a little bit of an angle. Very methodical approach. She's doing great. Santi is now spacing his out. Had to reset a few of the blocks for a minute. Likes his spacing. Tara now just checking it over again. Really wants to make sure she only has to do this once. She wants to move on. She's now respacing. She's tilting. She's checking. Katie now checking. Santi now checking. Give it a visual. Joelle still working on his row. Then it looks like he'll probably be working on some spacing. Tara now making sure that she has the right spacing. One almost falls off, which is okay if they fall. You'll just have to reset them. You just don't want them all to fall because that's going to set you behind. Everybody now just working on their final spacing to achieve a domino that will knock off the last block on the row. This is exciting. Here we go. Santi says okay. He's giving it a shot all the way down, all the way down. He can go on to the next. Santi now working on this phrase where all pieces will be used and they will fit perfectly into those spaces. Tara now going to knock hers down. Deep breath. She's off to the races. Katie now taking a look. She sends hers down. Will it go? Yes, it will. Just barely, but it did it. Joelle, only 3 fell. He says, fuck. He wants to do this. Everyone else now working on their pieces. Joelle is waiting to see if it'll go. It doesn't. He has to restart. He's so mad. He has to rebuild just about the entire set of dominoes. Setting him behind. Not where he probably wanted to be. However, this challenge is still young. There's a lot to do here. We have a phrase. All letters will be used. Santi looking through it. Katie looking through it. Tara looking through it. Joelle's just about rebuilt. He is not correct yet. He still has a block that is not in the right space.
Where? In the front?
We need to make sure that they're past that tape line. Good job. Tara now just trying to figure out, what is this phrase? What does it say? What will it be? Katie taking a look. Doesn't look like she's attempted to spell anything yet. She's just deciphering what's there. Santi trying to put a few words together to see if they work. At least he's attempting a few words. Tara now looking like she has something. She's definitely spelling out a few things here. You will know when it works. Joel, yet again, just cannot get these to go. If he has trouble with this, he may have trouble if he makes it to the final. Santi now has a middle row, switching it to the top, realizing there's not enough space. Joel does it finally, moving on. Can he catch up now? Is he good with word phrases and scrambles? Katie and Santi both have a word spelled. Is it the right one? We'll find out. Joel now sorting through his letters, thankful that he doesn't have to stack them up and knock them down. Santi looks like he still has his one row. Joel looking like he's working on something here. Katie now thinks she has something. She's wondering if it's right. She's going to be putting it onto her board. Yes, you are making it to the final. Keep going. However, she left it, so now it's up to whoever. Joel scrambles it. Now he knows what it is.
Check.
What am I checking? No. You use all the letters. Joel runs down, takes a look, and then swashes it. Can he spell it in time?
Check.
Checking. Yes! Santi, moving on. Wow. All right, survivors. For a chance to sit in the final, bring someone with them where two other people will be making fire. Survivors ready. This is a big one. Let's go. Katie and Santi standing their block up. Now the key is to keep it balanced and get back to get their next block. Keeping an eye on where they're going. You're going to bump into the table. Just got to be behind the line. You do have a white line, just be mindful of that. Santi moving his forward. Santi starting over. Katie with her second block. 3 more to go. Now you set it up, Santi. Yes, good job. Work your way back. Katie working her way back. Santi starting over. Katie working her way to the table. Be mindful you have to get past the white line before you can walk forward. Get a feel for your table. It's coming up on your rear. If the table is in your way,
Can you move my table?
we can move the table. Are we allowed? We can move the table, yeah. I'm going to keep it in line with the line, okay?
Yep.
You just have to get back behind that line.
Am I good?
You are good. Santi, is the table good for you?
I don't know yet.
Okay, let me know and I will move it if you need it. It seems to be all right. You just have to get a little bit further, you're there. Table spot seems okay. Again, we try to be fair. Oh, Santi has to start over. Katie with 3, 2 more to go. But she has to do this very carefully. Santi starting over. Just a matter of getting set. Katie shaking off the sweat, being very careful, slow and steady. Santi just trying to get this first block to stay, and it won't. He can't get this balance right. Again it goes.
Out of your head. Hold on your rope. I live in my head. Hold on your rope a little. There you go.
Getting some encouragement.
Am I good?
You are not good. You need to back up a little more. You still have to look up. You need to be able to see that line.
Good.
You now look like you're good, yes. Santi working his way back. He's almost there. A few more steps. He's keeping a close eye on it. The breeze is starting to pick up just a little bit. Might make a difference here.
Go slow. Just breathe.
He says, I don't have that chin option, I think is what he said. He's in his own head. He's starting over. Katie slowly working her way back.
Good job, Santi.
There's a little bit more weight on these. Encouraging each other.
Don't get on your head. You go.
Don't get out of your head. Okay.
I mean, no, I mean.
Get out of your head.
I got you, girl.
Katie working him through it. Both players now losing their focus to talk to each other.
Oh, I'm still locked in, baby.
We're locked in.
Baby.
Baby. Locked and loaded. Katie just needs to get behind the line and she'll be bringing up her 5th and final piece. But she will have to get back behind the line after she places that piece. So there's still some legs to go here. Santi working his way, places 2nd block, hoping something happens to open a window for him. It does not. The window is opening slowly and slowly and slowly now, each time.
Good job, Katie.
A little more for Katie, who is about to place her 5th and final block. She just needs to get behind this line now without these blocks falling over. Can she do it? Winning the final immunity, getting her to the final tribal council. She also could have a potential important decision to make if she can do this. Santi now just hoping he can get back. Hope something happens. He's just trying to live. Everyone doing great. We've had a lot of encouragement from our tribe mates. The crew wants to see you succeed. We want to see these challenges succeed.
I want to see myself.
Katie is just a few steps away from winning, and she has done it.
Oh, I love you so much. Yeah.
You were talking about immunities.
There you go. Get with your tribe.
Oh, good job.
Sorry.
Dang, I knew that was going to be.
We did it.
Wow.
That dominance killed you.
Oh my God, girl.
Great job, everybody. Great job. All right. So you obviously have some big decisions to make. We will let you guys kind of talk for a few minutes, let you figure out what's happening. But as you know, you've now earned a spot on our final tribal, where you will have someone join you that you're going to pick. The other 2 people will be making fire.
Is that what we're doing, is making fire?
You'll be making fire.
Legit fire or?
Yeah, I will. It's not gonna go like that.
I don't think so.
No, it's not, we're not voting.
No, I know, but like, if I have to go in,
Oh, if you have to go to
Yeah.
fire, yeah, we'll have to talk about it anyway.
yeah.
But I think it's one of those things that we just have to talk.
We all just
we
have
all
to
have to
talk
talk to Katie. Yeah.
Do you want to talk?
Yeah, absolutely. He hasn't done anything strategic. We've carried him here. He has made no moves like we have. Look at it at a turn. Point of view.
Okay, hold on. You're getting in my head, but I need to make sure it's legitimate. In my,
No.
you know, like
No,
I believe
he
you, but I need to make
hasn't.
sure this makes sense to
He
me.
hasn't.
No,
it's not. It's I swear
But
to
we
God.
already did the fire puzzle.
No. It's last year. They won't. Well, one is because it's hot as hell out here, and it's a fire puzzle.
But we already did the fire
But
puzzle.
also,
today.
does it matter who sits next to us in the final three? Out of them two?
That's what she's trying to say. You don't think so?
No, I'm saying to you, does it matter who sits next to us in the final three? Out
I
of
would
them
rather.
two? I think it's a puzzle. I swear to God, on everything. Like I saw last season, that guy. What is his name? He had this cut off shirt. He won it because he won Final Four immunity. Then he sent himself
No,
to
but
Final Four.
just because it was fire last year, or
There's-
puzzle last year,
yeah.
doesn't mean it's gonna be puzzle this
I
year.
don't think it's gonna be fire, and I cannot build fire. I cannot. Like you're sending me to my death if you send me to
I
build
know.
fire.
Okay, I hear you.
What I theory to her is that I'm looking at it as the jury end of things.
Okay.
Okay, and what the jury's gonna look at.
He has he has only 2 former tribe meets
On the
on
there.
that tribe.
3.
3. So that's
Right.
then you and I are fighting, or you and her are fighting. for
Right.
5 votes.
Because he's gonna get the blue, you're saying.
Correct.
I don't
Hypothetically.
know. I don't know if that's
But he turned his back on
true.
all of them.
I betrayed all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
And I had no agency at all.
I cannot build
Even when I
fire
won immunity,
to save my life.
I was told to vote.
Yeah.
Must have sucked, dude. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Katie, I cannot build fire to,
I
to save my life.
didn't have numbers.
Like,
And I don't
you saw
have-
how I did, like under pressure.
I don't have the
right there.
mentally capacity to even work my fingers to do any kind of flint stuff right now or anything.
I think
like
it's a,
I'm not good at it.
I'm
I'm like,
almost
give me a lighter.
confident it's a puzzle. I don't think he's gonna actually make you guys build fire. I'm telling
We're
you.
playing the game.
I understand. I'm telling you, I cannot build fire.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah. If it goes this way, if it's a puzzle, who would you put in? If it's fire, who would you put in? Like, nobody wants to be in those put-in spots. Somebody wants to be sitting next to her and watching it. So I think we're all kind of advocating our like cases to her on what we think we should do, what she should do, but ultimately it's her decision, what she wants to do, and we could predict all day long what's over there, and we have no idea what it is.
Okay. I love you. I love you.
You realize what happens if I
I
come
want
back, right?
What do you mean?
If I win and I come back, then I take jury votes away from you.
Right, you're gonna do that if you're standing next to me anyway. It's okay.
No, I'm not.
This is what has to
You
happen.
have a better
This is what
chance.
has to happen.
You have a decision to make, and I would like to know what that decision is.
I love all 3 of you. You both have made extremely good pitches. You've both gone in my head. You've made this decision extremely hard. One says one thing, I've landed on the decision. The other one says another thing, I land on that decision. Then the other one comes back in. You guys are putting up quite a fight. It's going to be a hell of a final jury with whoever's there. My decision is to bring you.
So Santi will be joining you at Tribal. Tara and Joelle, you'll be making fire. Okay, so pretty simple device. Okay, you just got to burn through this rope. You've got to build your fire up enough to do that. The wind may shift a little. You can move around, however it's easier for you to do that. In this bag, and on top of the bag, there are 2 little pieces of dry wood here. Inside the bag are equal amounts of dry wood. Okay, and here is a tin. This is your fire starter kit. Okay, don't burn the plastic. Don't burn the plastic bag. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's make fire. We are making fire. Joel now taking a look at his kit to see what he has. Taking a look at some instructions. Tara ripping through some jute rope, I believe. There's multiple components here that you can use to make fire. You also have some dry grass here that helps you with a nice little bed. This was very wet this morning. It has dried up pretty quick. The firefighter in me gets very nervous when I hear that. These conditions are not favorable. I'm glad there's no wind. but everything is dry. Well, now getting through it here, taking a look at some instructions. Does he know how to do it?
No.
He doesn't, but he's just gonna try. Tara looking like she might have done this before, I'm not sure. She's now scraping her flint into her bundle that she has gotten started here. Tara had a little bit of a spark here. Now she's scraping some more flint. Magnesium just misses. She's trying. She had a little puff of smoke. She almost had it go. Joel now striking his, hoping he's got something going. A lot of good spark, just nothing to grab onto. Tara now scraping more, hoping to get something to happen here. She's blowing on it, trying to keep it going. Can she build on it? It does look like she still has some smoke. I'm not sure if there's flame there, but she may be able to resurrect this based on what I see. Joel now trying to scrape some more magnesium in, trying to strike this. Tara now striking more. She still has a little bit of a smolder to hers. She may have an opportunity. She is scraping away, building a big pile, hoping to see a big flame come out of this. Hands are getting sweaty. Sun is beating down. This is tough. Joel now scraping some flint into some dust and into some jute. Now he's striking, hoping to get some fire. He's got a little bit of smoke, but I don't know if it's going to hold. Now he's disturbed his whole bundle. It's broken apart. Tara striking hers, scraping, hoping for something to just take. She was very close twice now. She gets a little flame. She definitely has enough wood here to build a tower, make this work, build her fire large. She just needs to keep it going. Doing very good, both of you. You're attempting this in the right way, and that is half the battle. You're wearing your flint sticks out, and I understand it. And I'm watching closely. I'm keeping an eye on what's happening. Tara has fire. Can she keep it going? She's hoping so. There's still a flame. She's trying to build on it. It might be smoldering a little. She has some smoke. She has some sparks in there. She has a little tiny flame going. Can she keep this going? She's continuing to build on this fire. She has plenty of wood to work with now. It's just a matter of getting that fire to reach that rope. She's trying to move it now. You do have other wood you could use to shift so you don't burn your hands and yourself. Thank you for trying to keep it away from that device. You definitely have a steady flame going. I appreciate the effort to keep this going centered. That looks good. Can you keep it going? Joel still trying. Don't give up, Joel. Anything could happen. A stiff breeze could blow. The flame has shifted a little. It's just not igniting that rope yet. We need to build it bigger. We need to build it taller. We need to block it from blowing all over the place. Is it enough to get it going? She's now starting to have her pile shrink a little. Is it enough wood to build the flame tall enough? She's there. She just needs to finish this off. Joel now just has a few little pieces on his. He's trying to get something going, hoping. There is a lot of wind right now. This rope is barely scorched. At this point, yes, I don't know if that helps. She's going to the maneuver that we've seen before. She's going to use a shirt now to block, hoping that her shirt does not catch on fire. We have some fire on the rope. It is about to go. We are very close. It is burning. Do not burn yourself. It is almost there. Do not burn yourself. Do not breathe this in. Shield it as you wish. Yes. Can I stay close to her? I've got her. This is burning this rope. We are almost there. It is done. Winner. Let her chill. Let her chill. Nice job. Get in the shade. Get some water.
How do you feel? Defeated. Everything's just like. I want this one so bad. I could feel my game just slipping from me with every loss. But I'm good, I'm good. These are happy tears.
I was getting confused because I was saying, oh yeah, like Brian was gunning for me, I was gunning for him.
Oh,
and
wrong
like,
twin.
I'm like,
Had no
yeah,
clue
wrong
who you were.
twin.
Yeah,
Oh, you gotta ask.
If we have any spectators, just please stay quiet. The voices carry a lot here. Joelle, guys, we're gonna try to move this along so that we can get you out of here. I know some of you drove a very long way. Some of you have flights that you may need to get to. So it's a great opportunity here for the three of you to pitch your case. It's a great opportunity for each of you to figure out where you're going with this. You know, you're making these individual decisions for what you believe or who you believe should win. We're not going to try to go into these long 5, 10, 15, 20-minute things. If I feel anything starts to get long-winded, I may just say, all right, we kind of have to move on.
Hi everyone. I know that I have a lot of blood on my hands, and I'm looking at all of you with respect and love, and I'm so excited to talk about all the blood that's on my hands. I consider myself a mom, a friend, and an ally, and also a triangle. And what I mean by that is that these two, from the beginning, were in together. We all knew it, and I knew game on. I usually like to start the game slower, but I saw them starting off and go at it, and I said, I have to penetrate this immediately. And I walked into a room with both of them, and it was the three of us, and they went, and that was it, locked. And then they pulled Daniel in, I go, great, pull Daniel in. Then we pulled Paige in, great, pull Paige in. We went from 3 to 5 to 7, I was always in the numbers. Then Tiana has this amazing plan to go to market together, gather the coins, let's go get stuff, and make it public. Tiana, amazing, love that. Then my people that I've locked it in get the power. Perfect, perfect. I am a triangle with power here, and at any time. He's saying he'll play an idol for me, and if that doesn't work out because the votes are not the way we want it, I want her to play an idol for me. I have safety on all sides. Not only that, I'm with all of you too. I have relationships that are genuine with each of the people on my original tribe, so that if anything were to last night, and it didn't work out, and that was the Hannah shenanigans that I can't wait to explain, but I know this is an opening, and I can't wait to get in on all of it. I have lots of blood, and I'm open for any questions. Thank you.
Ernie? Hello, jury. When I found out I was cast for this game, I went back and I started studying LRGs. I watched multiple of you guys play before. I learned the game, and then we arrived here. I was like, okay, this is crazy. Let me back up really quickly. I play these games online. I've spent thousands of hours playing online reality games. I've won multiple. I wanted to really prove to myself that I could come do it in real life and get to the 3 spot, and that's what I did. As I said, I learned how everyone played, and as she mentioned, when we made the 3, it was like grab numbers. Tara told me about the idol the moment she found it. And I was like, don't show me the idol now. Like, we don't need to talk about it, we'll discuss it later. Then I grabbed Daniel. Then I grabbed Paige. And then Tiana, you looked at me at one point and I grabbed you as a number as we formed the 7. Jess, you were there too, as we formed our 7, as we got rid of, when Brian brought up your name, T, I went to you immediately and said, T, it's your name. And I let you just run with it because you were our like telephone. So if we wanted information moved around, we would tell T, like, this is the plan, and then she would just, or she would come to me and say, hey, here's the plan, cool, that works for me. Because my goal in this game was to always set myself up for the next level to be in a better spot. How can I get to 3? We were about to go to 5. So this is how I envision the game. Paige, that's pretty much what I described. I have answers to all you guys' questions. I have loved playing this game from the moment we got here to right now, and I came here to play my heart out, and I studied this game, and I wanted really answer you guys' questions because I genuinely did get to know each and every one of you guys, but I also came to play a game, and that's what I think I did to get here, and I think my social capability got me here. So thank you.
Wow, how do you follow up all that, right?
Yeah.
Holy crap. So, I have a confession to make. I've played this game before. When everybody asked me if I played before, I said no. And it really didn't matter when I played. I played in 2021, I think. I was the first one voted out. And it was because I made a decision for the team that wasn't good for the team. So I took a break because and then I had to do that fire thing in a challenge. It was just a regular challenge that we had in our game and failed miserably at it. This was my redemption, playing this game again and to get this far. When we first got here, we were standing here at staging and I don't know how we did it, but we had our energy bubble. Remember our energy bubble? So it was Joelle, Hannah, or Joelle, Paige, me, and Santi. When I got the super idol, I was like, I'm hanging on to this. This is my ticket to 3. And I would have used it on these 2. These were my lock-ins. But if my name came up more, I would have used it at any point to save myself. But I promised these guys. I never lied to any one of you that were on my tribe. Not once. The only time I lied was when you and I were when Paige and I were having a conversation and she said, if it's just me, just tell me. And I said, it's not you. And then they came over and blew up the spot that I didn't know was happening when they just came over and told her, hey, we're voting for you. It was intentional? Yeah. Oh, to blow me up, I guess, or whatever. But Daniel figured that out. Who are we gonna save here from this other tribe? So that's the reason why. That was the reason I was told to vote for you. The whole vote for T, I think personally, when we broke into those 5s, T, my butt didn't even hit the bench yet. But yeah, so I guess I'm good. Right. I don't know.
It's good. No, you've all had.
They said everything I wanted to say. So
Tara, yes.
Just real quick, and a lot of you probably already know, I played the way I needed to play, and I'm going home with this. I never had to use it.
Dan looks like
I know this is going to come to a shock to all. Hurricane Dan. The storm is here. Are you ready to stand up for this? No, or sit down? And to you 3, congratulations for being up there. Obviously, for me, it's very hurtful, in a sense, to know that the 4 that I thought was the 4 is now no longer, it was just a triangle. And so with that, I think you guys know loyalty is what I hung my hat on. And for each of you, that was what I gave you. I never once wrote your name, I never once wrote your name, I never once wrote your name. Because I thought that we were solid, we were good. We also tokened up our shillings to make sure we were good. However, the only person that allowed me to be good and hold up to that end of the bargain and be loyal was Jess. So with that, I want to know, when it comes to loyalty, because that's what I'm basing my vote on, how did your loyalty, each of you, win the game? Give me an example of loyalty and how it won the game in regards to getting you here.
I think loyalty in Survivor is fluid. When I made the 4 with you, that was my plan, and if we could make it work, then we can stick with it, and we can do it. When I made the plan with Paige, that was my loyalty. If we can make it work, we can stick to it, we can do it. Ayla, again, the 5, that was what I wanted to do. When we swapped, or when we merged and we went to 11, there was 6 and there was 5. Is it smart for me to stick with the 5 or go with the 6? Because within the 6, I have a 4 and I have a 3. So I'm good. So I did not want to do that. I wanted to honor my deal because I thought in tribe dysfunction on the other side, where they were just voting out random people.
So fluidity through loyalty and loyalty to yourself.
Dan, I really respect that you pride yourself on being loyal. And outside of a game, I absolutely, that's a true value of mine too. And like he was saying, he stole out of my mouth. My goal in this game was to be loyal to my people until I couldn't be loyal to them without not being loyal to myself. I took the people I was going to be loyal to as far as I possibly could before I had to cut my own throat. And you, I always know a storm was brewing. And perception is reality, right? I always thought that you were closer with Paige than me. And so I felt like I had to protect myself from that because you two, a storm was brewing with you two, and you guys could have ran it to the end. So I was the one, no blood on my hands, because I would never want to do that to you.
We're looking for a specific moment that he's looking for. So
Okay.
I am going to cut you short.
So my specific moment is picking him at the end.
I'm going to go outside of our triangle because I was always loyal to our triangle. Joel. When Joel came in, we had a conversation. And I said to him, I will take you to the Final Four. I promise you that. I will flip stones, I will cut throats, but I will take you to the Final Four and I will promise you that. But this is what I need for you to do for us to show us loyalty. And I asked him to vote, and on his vote, to put a heart next to the name. And that's how I knew he was loyal to us. So I showed him my loyalty by taking him to the Final Four because I advocated him through 6, 5, and 4. I advocated for him.
I'll go next. Congratulations to all 3 of you. You're supposed to have blood on your hands, so please don't feel bad. I do not take anything personal. I love all 3 of you. You're great people. I had a question, but I actually think I have more of a comment now. Loyalty is a funny thing because none of you can claim loyalty, especially the 2 of you. You took shillings, went and got an idol, it became your safety very quick in the game. I think, Tara, what's bothering me about some of the things that happened during Tribal and even today is you are judging people on fighting for their game. You were mad at Hannah because Hannah was fighting for her game. You were mad at Ayla because Ayla was fighting for her game. You said, I had to go because before my butt even hit the chair, I was fighting against Jess. We were all in positions where we had to fight for our game. You were never put in that position. There was not one point in this game where you had to think, oh shit, I actually have to do something here. You just went, I took everybody's shillings and now fuck all y'all, I have an idol. And I know that's the case because multiple times I came in and I tried to get that idol back into the tribe's hands, and you were unwilling to do it. So loyalty, no, I'm not asking a question. Loyalty is a funny subject. But what I'm gonna say to you is, if you play again, the way you treat people who are on the bottom, fighting for their lives, is important. Because those people are the people who played. And you are lucky because people allowed you into a position where you didn't know what that felt like.
So I'd like to go next. My question is,
I can't respond to that.
It's more of a comment. It's not a question.
Are you good? You feel?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So based on that, I know that Katie did listen to me and was kind when I didn't have power, and I really appreciate that. You showed kindness, you kept an open ear, and thank you for that. You had grace. There are times that over the last couple of days where I wish that I had more grace, and I'm sure the other 2 wish the same for themselves. So I'd like the other two to explain one thing that they've done over the last 48 hours that was just a kind thing that they've done.
So I tend to go on, so cut me off if I do.
I will.
Yeah, I know you will. I know you will. Okay, so at this point, honestly, it's a comment for me too because you guys have answered a lot of my questions in your speeches. So I'm just going to comment to each one of you a different thing because you all play different games.
I was there, but alas, you got me. I will say that like you guys did play a hard game, and I respect that you guys were there. So like, be proud that you made it there, and like be unapologetic. I do want to ask like, each of you a question because I felt like I had to sell my soul and like drive down the river to even have a seat at the table. I felt like once we swapped, I pledged loyalty. I said I will be down to let you know, just like take me far, and you guys did that. But oftentimes, what would happen is you guys would convene and then come to me last minute like breakfast, right? And it kind of felt like I was like an unpaid intern at a new establishment, grabbing coffee, and I never graduated to like a full-time employee. And I wanted to be a full-time employee, you know, who doesn't? And I was with the CEOs and, you know, shining shoes and stuff like that. So I just want to ask, like, was there ever a point where you guys wanted to consider who I wanted out? Because I know that was one of the things, like, do this vote and the next vote, yes. Whoever you want. But that never happened. Even
fast game.
Don't worry about me.
So we're going to just play a little game rather than, I'm calling it audible. I had a question, but I feel like you all answered it already. I'm going to base my answer completely on strategy and who I felt like controlled the game the most in a strategic survivor level, which includes social game and advantages and winning stuff, but also for me what's most important is the strategy, how you control the votes.
Tricks of the trade. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful community, and I want to thank you all for allowing
Played
me
with
to
a great
do
group
this.
of people to learn from.
Yes, yes, wonderful. Thank you.
And like little moves in the game. Question for all of you, nice and concise. Nice and concise. Concise. What was the game defining? What was your winner move?
Ooh.
We're going to go 1, 2, 3.
One move.
Winning the final, bringing him, sending her to fire to get him.
She picked me to go to fire, and I talked her out of it to sit here. So she told me, you're going to fire against Joelle.
Okay, thank you.
And then I said, wait, and I like talked her out of it, and she picked me within seconds.
Okay.
There was a long discussion before she picked him, but it was, he wanted the safe seat. He went in there and says, I can't do puzzles, I can't do fire. Just take me and put me in the safe seat. I said, you know what? I'll just take whatever. And I even told Katie, I'm like, yeah, I want to be in that safe seat. I want to be next to you. I want to be, you know, your number 2. I'm like, but I guess, I even told her, I'm like, I'm too brain boggled to do anything right now. I said, but if I have to, I'll have to. And I even told Santi at camp, I said, if she decides to send me for fire, I'm confident in it. So.
Can I comment? Please, I'll be quick.
Concise.
That was not what happened.
Because I got a 0.5.
She made the decision after I talked her out of it. You did not convince her to send me in there. Let's just be clear on that.
No, I didn't say I convinced her to send me in there.
Yes, you said you convinced her to send you in there. That's not what happened. She chose me to come here. This is not a safe seat.
Katie, you did a great job. Congrats, girl. You killed it. Love you. And just thanks for being so genuine and kind.
Katie, my vote is for you. I think you played an amazing game. I feel like socially I felt heard and understood by you. You absolutely also completely manipulated me in the most amazing way possible as far as Survivor goes. Strategically, I think you had absolute control of the game the entire time, and you were able to do that without idols and advantages in your pocket, even if you were aligned with people who did. You played amazing, and I hope you win.
Loyalty is everything, and Tara, you and I had loyalty from day one, but you were the mastermind behind getting me out. Santi, same thing. You were part of the four from the jump. You were a mastermind to get me out. Katie played an amazing game. You were who you were. You didn't ever tell me my name or fake that it was me and not me.
Great experience. 10 out of 10.
Let's do this. Okay.
I'm voting for you to win. I think you played a very strategic game. Sometimes it really rubs people the wrong way. So we'll talk about that in the future, but I love you to pieces. Thank you for giving me second life in this game. And yeah, let's see what happens.
But let's get down to it. All right, first vote. Katie. Oh boy, let's not lose that. Let's go like that. Next vote. Santi. Next vote. Katie. Next vote. Katie. Next vote, which would be 1, 2, 3. This is 4 for Katie. Queen Katie. Next vote, and fifth vote, which would be more than enough at this point. We have a winner. Katie.